Okay, so I've given it some thought, and I am going to do a character corner for this series, but it's going to take a different form than the one for One Piece. I want to differentiate the two shows. Plus, I just want to try new things, right? I'm not the kind of person that wants to constantly do the same thing forever, right? That's why I won't have like a set intro, like Neil talks. And it's always going to be something different. I started off like I would say, I'm Shadow Dog, and this is or whatever. I don't even remember what it was, but I had like a catchphrase the first year of my channel, and it just died off, right? And then I'll have like running gags where did they hold up an effing cue card, and then I get bored with that and stop doing it, and then it'll come back. Or how's a peeping used to be a really big running gag. It'd be on almost anything. I'd use every opportunity I got, and then it just fades away, right? Like, 'cause I get tired of things. I just want to try something new. I have no problem with the format in One Piece, but like I want to do something different for this. So this one's going to be a ranked list. It'll be the rank will change. Like it's almost like if you follow college football or college basketball, how they have a ranked list, top 25, and if you have a good week, you go up in the list. If you have a bad week, you go down in the list, and then there'll be like how much has changed. Like you went up three or you went down two, but it'll be you have your numbers for your individual categories, but then you also have a total, and that total will be what we rank people by. So just to do something different, yeah. But also, I want to play a little game with that too. I haven't figured out all the details, and I don't have time to do it this week. But I want to do something like where whoever can predict, if somebody can predict the top three of say what my top three character rank, the top three characters rankings will be. In other words, say Naruto was one, Sasuke was two, and then the Sensei was three. Like say that was my list. If you could accurately predict that with all the other characters we have, all the other possibilities it could be, by episode 30, for instance, or episode 40, or episode 50, or something, then you can win a free reaction or something. So we'll see. Like I'll have more time in August, and so I don't want to make any promises here in July and then something changes in August. But this is another reason why I'm putting it off a little bit. But I have a week now after I do this episode to figure out all the details and come up with a sheet and do the initial rankings and figure out what characters I want to be on there. I just don't have all that time to do that this morning, so I'll do it next week. It should be fun. In the meantime, we're still in the middle of a fight, so let's go ahead and do that. You know where we are, you know where we're going, and you know this is episode 15. Three, two, one. Previously on. And live action shows do the previously on thing. They just do it before the episode proper. And so sometimes when it gets streamed, they will cut that part off, right? They'll cut it off, and it won't even be part of like on. If you go to Hulu or Netflix, you'll never see the previously on. This kind of show just kind of most anime will incorporate into the actual episode, so it can't be cut out. The live action way is probably better. That way you can just excise it if it's irrelevant anymore, which it is these days because we have it on streaming. That is just such a dangerous opponent, man. The fact that he can't even duplicate it is interesting. Right, right, yeah. But he's saying it's genetic, right? So you can't learn it. You're either born with it or you're not born with it. Is what I'm picking up on here. Since you can't learn it, it can't be copied. That actually tracks. Your dreams mean nothing. Oh, but I will. Like I said, very complicated character. I'm into it. depth than I would expect from a show like this. Because I don't really know what kind of show this is yet, do I? Still learning. Here's a question: how true to the manga is this? Is this an accurate adaptation? Right. They're screwed. So what are you gonna do? So are you two ever gonna fight, or are you just gonna stand there looking at each other? Yeah. Different upbringing. Peace addicted. Yeah. It's a detriment. Like I guess I think it's cool to have his mouth covered by bandages, but it's a detriment to the character. Like I was saying last episode, all you have is that, right? And just, I don't know that that gives you enough to give him character. He doesn't feel like a real person. The other one's wearing a mask, and that feels like more of a real person because they spent more time on him, right? Right. Yep. Here he comes. Yeah. I don't got time to waste on your ass. He's ready for it this time, though, right? So that's the problem. Well, we is my job to keep you from being bored, or is my job to win this fight? Just saying. I know I was just talking about being bored, but I'm just saying we're trying to win. He didn't do it though. He didn't pull it up. Ow. It's another technique I like that anime does. They'll have they'll have like an action be taken, and they'll show the aftermath, but not show specifically what happened. Right? They do that a lot. I love that. Keeps you on your toes, right? Is that even him, or is it some kind of like clone or something? Haku. Why can't I not remember Haku? Like, my God. They've said the name 1,000 times. That's what I'm saying. I believe he's the one that Haku was talking about protecting and, saving and all that, right? The only person he cares about. Again, they're spending all this time like, this guy, I don't think is long term. He's not going to be on the show very long. Haku, I think he's going to be on the show a long time. They're spending so much time on him. He's better than you. Yep. This whole mirror thing is pretty awesome. Yep. You're out of here. Later. Right. How old is he? That's the question, right? To be this powerful, it seems like about 18, 20. There's a what I like about this prison is there's also a ceiling. There's a mirror ceiling, right? So it's not even like you could jump up and out. That would be too easy. Make 1,000 clones. You can't possibly deal with that many. What are you gonna do? There's too much standing around watching other people do shit. What he's gonna do is keep from dying. I guess. Valid. Worth a shot. That's what I'm saying. This is a lot, man. Right. Like maybe they're learning something here. He's gonna run out of magic soon, right? So, but if he can see the trail, track where uh, Haiku's coming from, maybe we can work with that, right? Or not, or you can both get your asses kicked again. Well, maybe we'll just take a nap for a while. Man, this is a formidable opponent. Yeah, like that is just too much, man. Shit. Still think he's onto something. I just don't know if he can be onto it fast enough to help him. Was what blood? We talking about blood? A blood trail. Right. It's thicker. It's easier to track. That's what I would do. Yeah. It's like when that's right. Lift it up, man. Damn. Yeah. What an a hole. Yes, you did. You were a fool and a tool. He didn't like that. Get to the point, old man. What are you saying? What did he teach you something? Kind of like you in a way. Right. Thank you for letting me know not to use the same thing. Now I have something different for your ass. Or are you trying to bluff him out of using what you know will kick your ass? I keep seeing Miss Juice. It's jujitsu, of course, right? But I keep saying, and my brain keeps trying to turn it into Miss Juice, which sounds delicious. Dude, we don't need your commentary. Sit your old ass down. By the way, he could have ran away by now. I kind of like that he's not doing that. He should, but he's not, right? Meanwhile, you're just going to stand here and watch. Talk about stand here and watching, man. So you're protecting him. You protecting him. Looks like standing here just watching. That's what it sounds like. Sitting on your ass, not helping. So far, she's the only character I would consider underwritten. I don't know what her role is. I don't know what her purpose is. I don't know what they're doing with their character. What the hell is the point? Oh, shit. We'll get back to that later. That's right, fire style. I really like that, man. The animation of going into the mirror now is really cool. It's just such a cool concept for a power, too, right? Meanwhile, he's watching. Is he going to use blood or is he thinking of something else? No, maybe he was thinking of fire. Maybe that was his point. He doesn't use fire to track it. That's right. Okay. So not blood. Yeah, worth a shot. He's getting his ass kicked. Stomp the F out. Yeah, but he's just playing with you, man. Wait a minute. Well, the real one is the only one that has a burn? I'm wondering, like, what the fire accomplished. It's kind of like you have a bunch of copies, and the copies are perfect, but your actual body takes damage. Maybe that's what's happening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Meanwhile, I'm behind you. But I'm not really behind you. Now I'm behind you since you turned around. You talk a lot of shit by somebody who's only ever gotten his ass kicked so far in this show. What did you see, dude? That's the question, right? I don't think so, though. Right, right, right. Okay, yeah. He was psyching him out. He was psyching you out, but now that doesn't work because now he knows you're wrong, right? Okay, that's right. Right. Hey, man, had you fooled? Look at you. He was psyched out. He was hitting you with his all-seeing eye. Quit copying me. Quit copying me. But see, this time I got you when you were monologuing. You were saying a long monologue, and I stuck up behind you, and but you would never do that though, right? Because you got to let them finish their monologue. See, he's too obsessed with the past, man. He's fighting the last fight. It's like the French and British generals in World War II, early part of World War II, right? They were still fighting World War One. Meanwhile, Germany was fighting World War Two. Stop focusing so much on the last fight and focus on this fight, dumbass. That's how you're gonna lose. And I do believe he's gonna lose. If he wins, I'll be shocked. But I think Kaku might win. Not win as far as killing anybody, but win the fight. But then withdraw, right? That's what I think's gonna happen. Yeah, genius. And you're modest too. So much of it is psychological warfare. That's why they do the monologues, right? This here is psychological warfare. You're getting there. Eh, my back's broken in three places, but I'm alright. I'll walk it off. Yeah, he's been doing a lot. That's what I was saying. Yeah, sure. Maybe you will lose. I'm pretty convinced you'll win. You've convinced me of how powerful you are. How? I thought you couldn't escape. That's how you get them, right? Put a clone out there and make it seem like you're out there? I don't know. He's so worried about keeping Naruto out, I think the other guys will be able to do something in the meantime. This obstinate a hole, here we go, will keep trying no matter how many times he fails, and then you can get his ass. That's right. Ain't no fun when the rabbit's got the gun, is it? Oh, shit. Then he's able to get out, right? Oh, no. You're on top of everything. This will be demoralizing, man. Like, no matter what you try, you fail. Go that way this time. Look at that's where his stubbornness and his overaggression really works for you. He will not stop trying to go out, right? Attack. That's right. You need some stubborn blockhead for something like this. They're coming for that ass. Ow. Man, you love those little needles, man. Pin cushion ass. Hey, man, focus. Eye on the prize, dude. It don't work if you don't be stubborn blockhead and keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, man. I was just praising you. Oh, shit. Here it comes. Oh, I thought that was old boy sneaking up behind you. Is he coming for them instead? They did this for a reason. They set her up protecting the old man, right? And they haven't gotten rid of the old man yet. Like he didn't run away for a reason. Yeah, you thought. That's how they get you. There they go with the blood again. I'm not going for it. Are you cliffhanging me? You cliffhanging ass. Oh boy, you cliffhanging mother. Like I ain't got time to watch anymore, man. Like I'm already gonna be late putting these on early access, right? Like so, I do not have time to do a single second more of this show right now. And they're gonna cliffhang me like this on a Friday. You guys gotta wait two. Now you've seen the episode, so you know what happens. But you haven't seen me see it, right? Now you gotta wait 2.5 days. That's how I feel about that. You cliffhanging ass. Nah, a good cliffhanger is hard to do. In lieu of doing a character corner, I'll just tell you where people rank, just unscientifically, with no number assignments on anybody or anything like that. Who is my favorite character right now? I really like the sensei. And Naruto is probably second. And then his rival is third. And the girl, she's just useless. Like I don't understand. What are you doing with this character? What are you doing? Like is it like it feels like an 80s female character should only be like, big tits and romantic interests and airheads, like, I know anime seems to be more progressive than American TV was at the time, and this also is like 99 or 2001 or 2003 or something, right? So I don't know when the manga was written. She's just underwritten. Like, what is her purpose here? Is cell of three? Shouldn't each person in the three be a fighter? So what do you do with the character? Like you know what I'm saying? It's just it could be she just doesn't have the magical ability, so they're not focused on training her, but she's not doing the same training as the other two. She basically is just standing there with her thumb up her ass and the other hand on a knife, and that's all she's doing. And she's useless so far, fighting wise. Now fighting is not the only part of this, right? Like, here's the thing: psychological warfare seems to be 50, 60, 75% of each one of these fights. He referenced Zabuka, whatever, referenced the fact that he was demoralized because he thought that old boy could like predict the future, see the future, see what he was going to do. So he'd already lost. Like if you're fighting somebody who has that power, you've already lost. But it was a bluff. It was mind games. It was mental warfare. So that's such a large aspect. It's not just about your ability to wield magic, and it's not just about your ability to throw a punch or throw a knife. It's about, can you defeat the opponent in your mind, in their mind? Can you make them give up? Like maybe they could defeat you with magic and they could defeat you with their bodies, but if they give up, then you've won. And that seems to be such a large part of this. Like they spend so much time. Like this is the third episode we've been having this fight now. Like next episode will at least be the third, maybe the fourth episode we've been having the fight on the bridge. Why are they taking so much time? They're taking so much time because it's mental warfare. It's not just throwing punches and throwing knives. You're fighting each other with your minds. So, that being the case, maybe her role moving forward is going to be she's really good at that kind of thing. Because clearly they're not showing that they're not demonstrating she's good with magic. They're not demonstrating she's good with knives and like the ability to throw a punch. What's left? Mental warfare. So I'm assuming that's what they're going to do with her. But right now she's just useless, so she would be at the bottom. As far as secondary characters go, the kid is he's pretty high up on my list. He had a good week, and the old man's pretty useless. But and as far as villains go, these are two really good villains. Obviously, Haku's better. I think Haku's going to survive. Other guy, he's dead. He will be dead by the end of this time next week. When I'm doing a character corner, he will not be alive to be in the character corner. That's my prediction. He will be dead. Maybe next episode.